What in tarnation?
Howdy folks, this is Apple Geek. Another weekend, another reaction, or two. Thanks, Treehouse. Been an interesting day so far. I only got about 4.5 hours of sleep last night. And I had to get the episode up for, that was actually aired in Canada last Sunday that I did a reaction for. Got that put up. I went to see a movie with some friends, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Great movie. And so I'm all kind of keyed up from that still, and I've consumed a ridiculous amount of caffeinated beverages, and now here's this episode from today, and I've had people telling me that it's a really, really good episode. So I'm tired, I'm wired, I'm caffeinated. Great time for a reaction. So let's give this a watch. Season 7, Episode 6. Don't know title. I only know the Fox brothers wrote this one. They've been a little hit and miss, but again, I've heard it's a good episode. So let's give it a watch. Starting now. Oh, Fancy Pants and Fleur and Minuet. So, the Canterlot Boutique. Hey, Sassy Saddles. Haven't seen you in quite a while.
Oh no, I have to...
Okay. I think she needs a little help.
I can't believe the winter to spring transition is almost here.
Ah.
La, 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 la. Oh, I
Inventory
know.
turnover.
I love it so much, I gave it its own term. Springsition.
Springsition, that works?
Like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have to relabel all my binders right after we finish.
Finish what?
Everything.
Everything.
I still have so much to do. Oh, my bustles and bows. Rarity, did we?
Already hemmed, ruched, and cut, my dear.
Oh.
Well, Rarity's on top of things.
Rarity, no reason to panic, but, we seem to be temporarily low. And when I say temporarily low, I mean completely out of...
The baby blue sapphires, they arrived this morning.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, Rarity's got her stuff together.
Oh, what about the design for the...
And done.
And done.
Wow, you are good. And you've really outdone yourself this time.
That's why she owns 3
Morning
boutiques.
Sunshine tulip frock is gorgeous.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Look, I know you're worried about something slipping between the cracks, but with your managerial skills and my fabulous designs, we have everything covered.
You're right.
Really?
You're right. There are no cracks.
Would you be a dear and fetch me some vermilion satin from the back, and I'll start on the Eternal Elegance Empire Silhouette evening gown.
My most certain
Heck of a
pleasure.
title. No cracks, but maybe a crevice or two?
Oh, I love this
Oh.
picture.
Oh.
Not the last time we had that kind of fun together. I can't remember. Has it been
Oh,
so
no.
long? I guess I've been so busy running my
I see
shop.
the problem.
Oh no! Something, or should I say some pony is slipping between the cracks.
Oh, no.
This my sweetie belle.
Oh.
Rarity, we're running low on vermilion satin.
And
I can order more.
I left the room for like 30 seconds and you were fine to come back and you're bawling your eyes out. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Rarity's really on top of things with her boutiques, but running 3 boutiques, apparently she's become a bit of a workaholic and has no time for her sister, or hasn't taken time for her sister. So, is this going to be another Sisters episode, like all 3 of them? That'd be cool. Let's see what Sweetie Belle's up to. Wait, is this a CMC episode? I hope so.
And this is when we pretended we were storybook princesses.
Scrapbooking? Okay.
And here, we pretended we were on a dangerous yet stylish safari.
Aww, Forever
So many
Philly.
wonderful memories.
Forever Philly. Huh. Okay. Nope.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but
Okay, who's got Rarity's ice cream? She needs some right now.
Isabel loves playing dress up. I miss her so much.
Hop on a train?
Then why don't you go visit her?
Thank you.
I wish I could, but between running 3 stores and the Springs issue, I couldn't possibly.
Delegate.
Oh, but you've already done almost all the work. I can handle
This
the
is
rest.
true.
But Rarity, go. I have everything well in hoof.
Aw.
Point taken. I am going to visit my sister.
Way to immediately turn that around.
We can spend the whole day together. And we can do all her favorite things.
I'm sure she'd love that.
Oh, Sassy,
Have you considered if Sweetie Belle's schedule is
Now get out
full
of
or
here.
not?
I'm going. Hang on, sis. I'm coming.
And she's... Oh, yes! Yes!
Coming through. Cutie Mark Crusaders mid-mission here.
Oh, yeah, yes, I approve. There's gonna be art of that, I'm sure. Wait, was that a... I'm not sure what that was.
That was fun. Let's do it again. Scoot, we've got a job to do. Later? All right, Chip Cutter. We've done our part. The rest
Scoot a little-
is
almost
up to
flew.
you.
You really think I have it in me to be a sculptor?
Yep.
But why?
Because you said you weren't good at anything except getting in trouble for making sculptures out of your lunch, right?
Yeah, I can't help it.
That's logical.
When I look at my sandwich, it's like it's just asking me to turn it into a dragon.
Well,
There you go.
what is this lad
Okay,
asking
dragon,
you
that
to turn
says-
it into?
Trying to figure out what it was.
I
it a shot.
see.
Nice protective gear. And... Dragon statue. Oh!
That's incredible! It looks just like
I
us.
so
You
approve.
knew you had it in you, Chip.
This is way
Chip.
better than sandwich
That's a-
sculpting.
Chip, we're proud of you.
Yes!
I finally got my cutie mark!
Woohoo!
Woo! All right! Yes! Way to go!
There's another one on the scoreboard. Aww. Back to the old treehouse.
Not a bad way to start a day. Not a bad way at all. Helping ponies is just about my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
Another satisfied.
Oh, they've got a... Okay, like a wall of achievements
So
there.
who's up next? I'm pretty
That's
sure it's
awesome.
Zipperwell. She needs help reconnecting with her cutie mark. 3 puppy paw prints. When is she swinging by?
Zipperwell?
Well,
Oh.
I think she should be arriving
Oh, look at
Right
that diamond
about-
tiara on the wall.
now.
Wow, you are good.
Come on in, Zipperwell. Okay, so what seems to be the problem exactly?
Yeah, what's...
It's my
the
puppy,
issue?
Ripley. We used to be so close.
Oh.
In fact, I got my cutie mark the day I found him and
That
took him
accent
home.
is adorable.
But now, it's like he wants nothing to do with me.
Aww.
Don't you worry. You've come to the right place. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are on the job. Trust us. Before you know it, you and your puppy will be back to being besties.
You charging for these services
We
yet?
have the CMC guarantee. No matter what it takes, we promise you'll have our full attention. Yes, who's here to spend the whole day
I
with us?
just gonna say...
Rarity?
Is Rarity gonna get sucked into this?
You're tiny. I didn't even see you there.
You're tiny.
You get carried away with my entrances. Papa!
This is true.
Rarity, what are you doing here? I am here
Yeah.
to spend the day with you. I'm so excited
boy.
I could practically faint. You don't happen to have a fainting couch in here, do you?
No. Why?
Oh, of course not. It's a treehouse. That would be Tragosh. Right. Well,
Sure.
I'm sure
Let's
I'm
go with
happy
that.
to see you. And spending the day with you does sound like a lot of fun, but
I'm a little busy right now.
kind of right in the middle of something important. I have responsibilities and... Oh. Come on, Sweetie Belle. We've got this covered. How often do you get to spend time with your sister?
Little sister's growing up too quick.
Fun. You sure you
I think
two
that's where
can
this is
handle our
going.
client here?
Client? Oh, that is so adorable.
Thanks. I think.
Nice main do there.
Ooh, you have mints to offer your client. How professional.
Are you sure you two got this? We have it handled.
Oh my. Look at this wall of satisfied customers.
Wow. Oh, a cart before the pony. Spab
Girls
seed.
really have come a long way.
Wow.
Well, all right then. But let me know if you need me or run into any trouble.
Come on, come on. You'll never guess what I have planned.
I'm scared to ask. I would imagine some spa time. Okay. Oh, well, at least they're not putting the show on, but okay.
What?
It's just, I know how much you love these puppet shows.
Used
did.
to.
Oh, it's just like old times. You, me, greasy popcorn.
Random
It's
popcorn.
like no time has passed at all.
But it has. Aww. Aww. It's almost as big as she is. Ouch.
Banana peels are so very, very slippery. It's funny because it's true.
Mm-hmm.
What's the matter, darling?
Trying to relive old memories.
Guess I just prefer black box experimental feeder.
What?
The what, huh?
I don't know. It's no big deal. This is great.
Black box experimental theater? You're gonna have to look that up. Now what?
Okay.
Oh, is this the restaurant? There you go. Or the diner. Hey, Minuet.
Aren't you excited to be back here again? Do I know my baby sister or do I know my baby sister?
Yeah. Where is here exactly?
Oh, stop being so silly. You know this is your favorite ice cream shop.
Oh, ice cream shop. Okay.
Oh,
Since when?
right. From when I was a little filly.
Mm-hmm.
And I convinced the original owner to come out of retirement to make you your all-time favorite dessert.
You didn't. You did, of course. What the heck is
I
that?
remember it being much bigger.
Well, go ahead. I know you're dying to dig in.
That's like half a lick.
Well,
That was, one tasty bite.
Mm-hmm.
Still a little
One.
hungry, though.
One.
we can get another sundae. Chocolate with rainbow sprinkles, perhaps?
I was thinking something more like a salad.
Ah,
Oh.
salad. When did you get so practical?
Oh, I guess another scoop would be fine.
Huh?
One more Philly Clown surprise, please.
Gonna need a few more of those.
Hey,
Okay.
Ripley, look at me. Over here.
So why is this puppy so disinterested? Animal balloons, sure.
I know you must
Dinky.
be bored, darling. This is a very long line for one of Twisty Pop's balloons. But just be patient. We'll get you your favorite balloon bouquet, and it'll all be worth it.
Right. Alrighty, how about you ask what she likes now and go make some new memories, not keep reliving the old ones.
Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy?
She is adorable beyond words.
Good puppy.
Aww.
Now come on, puppy wuppy. Get the bolly wally. Come on, Ripley. Like this. Good,
Scootaloo. See?
Okay, she's graduated from chicken to puppy now?
Maybe if the ball tasted better? I don't think that's it, Scoot.
Doesn't look like it's going so well. I'm just gonna do a quick check with the CMCs.
Well, I guess duty calls, and you have that now.
What?
Nothing. Go on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sweetie Belle. How's your day with Rarity going?
Well, it's not exactly great.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Everybody grows up at some point.
It's like Rarity doesn't even know me anymore.
I wish we could say our day is going better. But we can't. Seems like Zipperwill's puppy doesn't want anything to do with her.
She sure likes squirrels, but what dog doesn't?
I see what you mean. You know, it's an awfully big puppy.
There's a connection here.
Hurry! He's making it!
Because he's not a puppy anymore, he's getting to be an
Gotta
old
go.
dog. And he can't keep treating him like a puppy because he isn't a puppy anymore.
I know just what to do with this.
Oh, what?
And pose!
Oh my
And pose!
Why? Rarity, why? Seriously? That was those the wings from Sonic Rainboom?
Sweetie Belle, you did hate the camera for all these shots. Let's do it again.
No!
Come on, Zipperwill. You can do this.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Rarity,
Not sure how they're gonna
this
fix
is
the
hard for me to
dog
say,
situation
but,
yet.
Sweetie Belle?
I'm
what
too
is
old for
it?
this stuff.
You've been acting weird all day. You used to love doing these things with me.
That's just it. I used to. That's not who I am anymore.
This isn't who I am. My cutie mark must be for something else. Because my puppy just doesn't love me anymore.
Aww.
But it is you. You love puppet shows and dressing up and taking silly photos and tiny little clown-shaped ice creams.
Really? If you still think I like doing this stuff, then maybe you don't know me at all.
Oh. Ouch. That hurt a little bit.
I can't believe Sweetie Belle talked to me like that. And after everything I did to set up a whole day of doing her favorite things.
Rarity.
I mean, accusing me of not knowing her. I know her better than any pony.
Really?
Thank you, Twisty. But the hard truth is, my sister is being unappreciative right now. And I'm going to go and give her a piece of my mind.
Yeah, that won't work. Aww. Come on,
Hey,
Rarity.
Zipperwill, what are you doing here? We're Apple Bloom and Scootaloo.
They're with my puppy. He seems to like them better than me anyway.
And Sweetie Belle's got the answer for her.
Now, I'm
somehow.
sure that's not true.
It is. He doesn't like doing anything with me anymore. He didn't even want to play with this. And all puppies love these.
He's not a puppy.
I think that might be your problem right there. Come on.
Atta girl. So we're gonna upgrade to a rawhide bone or something?
Fine Zipperwill, Ripley. Woof, woof. It's Zipperwill. Woof. It's hopeless. Sweetie Belle. Zipperwill.
I hope Rarity's watching
We haven't
this.
figured this out yet.
Don't worry, girls. I think I cracked this one.
Aha, there she is. Oh dear, really should have changed. No matter. I'm going to give her quite the talking to.
Just
Right after
watch.
she's done with her conversation. Anger is no excuse for poor manners after all.
Okay, Zipperwill. What do you see?
My puppy?
That's not what I see. I finally see a full-grown dog.
Mm-hmm.
He did get bigger, I guess.
He's not just bigger, he's older too. You don't still play with the same toys from when you were a foal, do you?
Oh. The speaker is a little small for him now.
Oh, so need a big one.
It's just hard for me to believe he's not the same adorable little guy I found anymore.
I understand. But doing things like you used to won't turn him back into a puppy.
So, what do I do?
Treat him like the dog he is, and find new favorite things to do together.
You think so? I know so.
Rarity?
Oh, sweetie girl. I heard what you said, and you are
Rarity, why have you
so
not taken that
right.
off yet?
About the dog? Yes, but about us too. The truth is, I know you're not a little filly anymore, but it's just the last time we did all of those things together, I didn't realize it was gonna be the last time. I love doing those things with you. It's hard for me to let that go.
Oh, Rarity. I love being with you too. That will never change. But maybe we could just try to do different things together?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You got a little twig there? Yeah, nice. Oh!
What is it, puppy? I mean, Ripley.
Forget the squeaky toy, a branch. Nice.
I love you too, Ripley.
Aww.
Thank you, Crusaders.
No problem.
Oh, Ripley. Sweetie Belle, I am so very proud of the pony you've grown into.
And I'm proud that no matter what, I'll always be your little sister.
Oh.
I have a little bit of time before I have to head back to Canterlot. Could we spend it together? What would a grown pony like
Yes.
you want to do?
I'm still thinking
Well,
spa.
I do have one idea.
Or a giant sundae. Okay, that works too.
I didn't realize your idea would be such a delicious one. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this.
Oh, I'll help you.
You're both gonna be sick. Aww. Best Rarity photo ever. Oh, wow. This season just gets better and better. It just doesn't end. Great CMC episode. Great Rarity and Sweetie Belle episode. Great Rarity episode. I mean, just all around a great episode. I don't really want to say anything else other than before I watch this again. So yeah, I will be right back, guys. Just stay tuned. I definitely got things to say about this. Be right back. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I loved this episode. Not necessarily the best Rarity episode, but that I have seen. Gift of the Mod Pie for me is kind of hard to top on that one, but definitely a good one for her, I think, and definitely a good one for Sweetie Belle as well. I mean, I think this is the first we've actually gotten a strong focus on Sweetie Belle since way back with what was it, For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls, a few seasons ago. So that was definitely a welcome thing to see. I've been really waiting for more character focus on the individual CMCs. So that was great to see. And it's so much fun too to see these Cutie Mark Crusaders just kind of growing up on us here. I mean, you can hear it in their voices. I mean, obviously the voice actors are growing up as well. But I think the writers are doing a really good job of matching that to the actual maturity of the characters in the show as well. They're really starting to get into the groove on these Cutie Mark issues here, their little business thing that they're running. You know, it's actually turning into like a full-blown business now. I mean, they've got they got the wall of achievements. They had like a great big stack of, you know, client problems in the corner there or whatever, like a queue of clients waiting for their services. And apparently even established appointments because Sweetie Belle knew exactly when Zipperwheel was going to show up. You know, Sweetie Belle is actually really kind of following in her sister's hoofprints a little bit here. Just in the whole business sense type thing or something. It's just kind of fun to see those hints at things there. But no, here we got another new cult in the show, a chip cutter, and they helped him figure out that he was a sculptor and helped him get his cutie mark. That's first we had Tender Taps and now chip cutter, so that's been fun to see. But I do like that they're doing kind of a mix of things with the CMCs. Like so far we've seen, you know, a couple times where they've helped another pony get his cutie mark. There's been times where they've now have helped ponies like rediscover or clarify what their cutie mark is actually representative of. And then you have a case like Gabby where she can't even get a cutie mark, but they're still focusing on, you know, helping her figure out what she's good at. And that's really what it's all about. I mean, I've heard some complaints that is like, why should the CMC be good at this? Because they couldn't even figure out what their own special purpose was for so long and stuff, you know, to get their own marks. Well, first of all, their special talent is helping others figure out their special talents, so that's a given. But I think it's one of those things where sometimes we just look for things so blasted hard that we can't see them. They're right in front of our face. We just can't see them. You know, I kind of look at it as like they were looking all around, looking everywhere, and all I had to do was look up. It's like, oh, there it was. You know, if they just thought to I mean, I'm speaking figuratively. They didn't actually look up, and there it was. It's just a matter of once they realize, like, hey, you know, we have a lot more fun helping somebody else figure out what their talent is. Why don't we just do that from now on? They had that revelation, that moment, and boom, there's their cutie marks. I'm personally a believer that the cutie marks are not, it's not predestined stuff. I fully believe that the cutie marks are just a passive representation of somebody's true talent. And so the mark itself isn't all that special. It's more about just helping somebody, you know, figure out what their talent actually is, what their purpose in life is. And you know, here this is actually an interesting thing here. They with Chip Cutter, they saw with him, you know, they saw that he was creating like a dragon sculpture, I think, creating sculptures of things out of his lunch food. And like, hey, have you ever thought about trying actual sculpting? And he just wasn't sure if he was actually good at that. Like, he couldn't see it for himself either, but they were able to see it and point it out and encouraged him to try, and he did. And hey, look at there, it worked for him. And that just kind of blew me away once I started thinking about that. It's like, you know, that's how it works for us. You know, sometimes somebody can be good at something, but they don't necessarily see it in that sense that's like, hey, this is something I'm actually really good at. It takes somebody else to come along and point that out. It's like, hey, you're actually really good at that, and you know, encourage them to work harder on that. And then all of a sudden it kind of opens their eyes a little bit, and they hadn't even considered that possibility, and it opens up a whole new path in life for them potentially. So that's why it's just so awesome to you know, see somebody and offer that kind of encouragement. You know, that I think we all need to do that a lot more. But anyway, so yeah, I really like how they're, you know, coming at various different kinds of cutie mark problems. It's not just the same broken record type of situation all the time. So I really like that. Moving on. This episode was primarily about Rarity and how she was handling the situation with her relationship with Sweetie Belle. Now, I've heard some comments, you know, between the time I recorded my reaction and the time I recorded this commentary, complaints about flanderizing with Rarity's character and such. I can kind of see where they're coming from a little bit. I mean, this episode started out with, you know, going back to some of the same old tropes of, You know, just the overly dramatic waterworks, the fainting couch. I'm actually surprised I didn't see tubs of ice cream show up. I mean, it was a classic Rarity performance. But yeah, I didn't necessarily have a problem with it because I didn't really feel like they beat on it that hard. It was just like it's kind of thrown in there for, you know, for giggles at the beginning, and then they kind of moved on from that. And, you know, I would have to go back and watch all the Rarity episodes to really do a more in-depth comparison and see how much they've overused certain things and whatever. I don't know. I'm mostly just focusing on this and the other recent episodes that I've seen. But I don't think that was really that big of a deal. And honestly, if we didn't see Rarity do that, I would be more concerned because I'd feel like she's out of character. Rarity is a very, you know, kind of over-dramatic type of personality. And that's, you know, it's not necessarily always a bad thing. But it's just kind of, you know, one of her quirks that actually I think kind of makes her a little bit charming. I'm seriously, I'm not just saying that. I said if I didn't see Rarity do that, I would be very concerned. You know, at least occasionally. So, and I'll come back to her behavior in just a little bit here, but we have a situation here. She's got these 3 boutiques now. You know, we don't really see a lot of the day-to-day stuff, but clearly the stuff keeps her quite busy. I don't even know how much time she's spending at the different boutiques, or, you know, how much of the year that she's working on the businesses, you know, different seasons, you know, fashion seasons come and go. There's inventory turnover and whatever, you know. I mean, who's managing? We know she's got managers at the Canterlot and Manhattan boutiques, or at least other employees handling stuff. I'm not sure if she's actually got anybody to run the one in Ponyville when she's not there. So I'm not sure how she's actually handling all of this. Clearly, it's taking a lot of her time. And I get the feeling she's kind of become a little bit of a workaholic. I mean, not necessarily that she's obsessed with work, but she's just pouring so much of herself into it that somehow, in the midst of all this, she kind of forgot about spending time with her little sister. And I know it can be argued whether or not that's actually kind of a believable thing, because, you know, there's been other times that she's just dropped things and helped others and stuff, and I get that, but at the same time, just, you know, I'm not trying to dig too deep into the logic on this, but it does make sense. Just in general, you know, life can get so busy for so many of us that, you know, friends and family members and whatever, it just, all of a sudden, time slips by, you're just busy with your own life, and before you know it, you know, weeks, months, even years slip by, and you don't realize that, or you suddenly realize that, man, I haven't talked to this person in forever. Like, where did that time go? You know, it's very easy to happen in this very hectic age that we live in. So I see this as a really legitimate problem. Yeah, I actually thought about this. Apparently, Sweetie Belle is actually living with her parents. I know I voiced this question a while back. I wondered, like, does Sweetie Belle live with Rarity, or does she live with her parents, or what's going on there? Because it seemed like she was with Rarity so much of the time in earlier seasons. But now with Rarity clearly being all tied up and not spending time with her, she must be back with her parents in Ponyville. So, makes sense. It just, you know, I wasn't sure where things were at on that. Now I kind of know. So yeah, Rarity suddenly realized that she hadn't spent any real serious quality time with Sweetie Belle lately, realized she missed her sister very badly, and decided to go correct that problem immediately. And there started the issue, because she did not even remotely consider what Sweetie Belle had going on. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, come in and just take over your day, and we're gonna have great fun together. I honestly think that Rarity thought that she was doing a good thing. I mean, to a point, she was kind of doing it for herself because she suddenly missed her sister terribly. But I think she honestly thought that, you know, by, you know, swooping in from nowhere and all of a sudden taking the time off her busy schedule to spend a day with her little sister, I think she genuinely thought she was doing Sweetie Belle a favor. And she just got so caught up in the moment, she couldn't see that she was really creating a bit of a situation for her, because Sweetie Belle has her own responsibilities now. She had her own things going on, and Rarity was kind of getting in the middle of that without properly scheduling some time with her and such. And from what she remembered of Sweetie Belle, it was her little sister that was just carefree and having fun and had free time with their business. Like I said, are they actually charging for these services anymore? Or yet? I don't know, but their Cutie Mart thing has helped businesses, practically a business. They do have actual responsibilities now. So Rarity just didn't really give any consideration to that, because she's kind of not been around to really notice that. And yeah, when she come in, she wanted to just like start reliving all these old memories and stuff, from the things that she's looking through the scrapbook on. Apparently they've spent a lot of quality time together, a lot of events there that we have never seen in the show, and clearly the two were quite close. And Rarity is just basically remembering, all these great moments from when Sweetie Belle was much younger, and wanted to start reliving all that old stuff. And connecting with friends and loved ones that you haven't seen in a while, and reminiscing about things from the past, and even going out and try to relive some of those things, that isn't necessarily a bad idea if it's something that you both enjoy doing. But here Rarity just wasn't even seeing that, like, this isn't stuff that Sweetie Belle really even enjoys anymore. She was just had convinced herself that, like, this is going to be the best thing ever, and just was kind of turning a blind eye to Sweetie Belle's response to that. And then she kind of got mad because Sweetie Belle wasn't appreciating her efforts on that. To this, I would say, hearing and thinking about just, Rarity's traits in general, Rarity is very kind of, I was going to say obsessive. No, she probably can be obsessive to a certain degree, but I'd say more determined. When Rarity is a very passionate individual. She, when she gets on a track on something, she just pours her entire being into it. And she's a very passionate, driven individual, and so that can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on the various circumstances. Going back to, like, in The Gift of the Mod Pie, it was a very good thing, because when she was trying to help Pinky, find the perfect gift for Mod Pie, she just dropped everything and was just, pulling stuff out of everywhere, just trying to figure out, that there's got to be something that works as a gift here. I mean, she was just going crazy trying to help Pinky out, and that was maybe not the most helpful thing, but I mean, it was a very good thing. Like, she was, honestly trying to help, and I see that as a good thing, even if it didn't actually help all that much. It wasn't hurting, at least. So I saw that as a very, good quality from her. In this case, though, she was very determined to try and, reignite the sisterly connection that the two of them had by going back and doing some of the things that they used to love to do together. But in this case, it wasn't, again, best of intentions, but it just wasn't quite a good thing, because she wasn't really, again, she was kind of turning a blind eye to what this actual situation was. So as a passion is not a bad thing, but it has to be well placed, for lack of a better description. I'm not explaining this very well, I'm sorry, but and yeah, I said she ended up getting mad at Sweetie Belle over this, and she just couldn't accept that Sweetie Belle just didn't like all the same things that she used to. And I think like she revealed in the show, I said she didn't realize that the last time that she did these things with Sweetie Belle would be the last time. It's Sweetie Belle's growing up, and Rarity didn't, at least subconsciously, like, she didn't want to admit that or see that, because that means that these things that she cherished from the past, like, we can't do those anymore. And she doesn't want to lose her little sister, but everybody grows up at some point, and things were changing, and she didn't like that. And to a certain degree, with all the time that she's been spending on her boutiques, she probably felt like she was really missing out on a big part, or had missed out on a big part of Sweetie Belle's life. So, again, I'm not sure how long it actually was since the two last did anything together, but apparently long enough that there was that much of a disconnect. So, but yeah, so just like, we saw it with Zipperwell, she didn't realize that her little dog wasn't a puppy anymore, and she couldn't really, treat it the same way. That I felt like was a little bit kind of a plot hole in this, because I've seen dogs that hang on to a toy that they had from the puppy, and even when they're very old and feeble and stuff, they still have that same favorite toy from when they were a little puppy. So, I feel like the dog's behavior was a little bit odd to that degree, but at the same time, they do, change as they grow up and stuff, and they do enjoy different kinds of activities, so it's still important to recognize that, obviously. But yeah, just like Zipworld didn't realize that, Rarity just, wasn't seeing that Sweetie Belle had grown up before she realized it. Black box theater instead of a puppet show, and salads instead of, tiny little ice creams, and so on and so forth. And it's like, when did you become so practical? But the thing that hit me about this, it's like Rarity was so focused on reliving the past that she actually kind of missed out on this day right here. She could have had a fantastic day with Sweetie Belle, like, even despite the fact that she kind of interrupted, Sweetie Belle's responsibilities. I think the two could have had a really great day together if Sweetie Belle, or if Rarity had asked Sweetie Belle, what do you want to do? It's like, okay, we're doing these things, you're enjoying them. Well, tell me what you want to do then. And they could have shifted gears, and it could have gone a whole lot better. But, Rarity just kind of missed out on that. She's so busy looking at the past things that she was missing out on new things that they could be doing together to create new memories and grow their relationship even further as they both grow older. And it just really hit me. I've had experiences like that in my own life. There's been many people in my life that have come and gone, some much more significant than others. Like one friend in particular, I thought we'd be best friends till the end of time, and we were kind of best friends for years, and then things changed in his life, and we kind of drifted apart. We went separate directions, and it still bothers me. I gotta be honest, but I've had to just kind of accept that, as much as I'd like to, things are never going to go back to the way that they were before. That's just life. And as soon as you can accept that and move on, then you can experience new things and meet new people and new friends, and you have to keep moving on in your life. Life is short and time is precious, and you can't keep looking into the past. If you keep looking at the past, you miss out on the future, or on the present, I should say. If we keep looking back, you miss out on the present, the here and now. And I was reminded of a quote from the movie Kung Fu Panda, from Master Oogway. He said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow was a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present." That'll be a quote that I never forget. I mean, yeah, it's a kid's movie, but that is deep, and we all need to take that to heart. The past is great to reminisce about. Memories are important. Our past and our memories, they shape who we are now. But you still have to live. You still have to move forward. So, now that Rarity has recognized that her sister has grown up and will continue to grow up, I think the two, that they reconnected again. That's what Rarity wanted to do. She wanted to reconnect with Sweetie Belle and strengthen their relationship, and she did. It just didn't quite go the way she expected it would go. But I think the two of them are going to be just, awesome sisters again going forward, and now they'll get to experience new things and create new memories and stuff, and it's going to be great. So, and I didn't think I was going to go this deep on this episode, but it just these thoughts just kept coming to me, and I just needed to share that. So, great lesson learned, good Rarity episode. So maybe not the best. For me, it's hard to beat Gift of the Mob Pie, but this was a great one, and great Sweetie Belle as well. And yeah, CMC's just keep on doing what they're doing, and I can't wait to see what new levels they reach as time goes forward as well. So, all right, I gotta wrap this one up, guys. And thanks for watching again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this reaction and commentary, and can't wait to get back to you next time for another awesome episode. This, I said, the season just keeps getting better and better. I'm expecting the next one to be better yet. So, see you then.